Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back as guys with my name. Episode 6.
Yes. Last episode we fought Gangjae and we killed them in the end too.
Yes.
So there was a full-on brawl between Choi's gang and Gangjae's gang, and you got the narcotics hiding in the back because they were technically supposed to help Gangjae here. They kind of made a deal, but the chief is really, he really wants a reason to arrest Choi. Like, he doesn't want anyone to tell him, like, well, you might have arrested him, but you have no grounds. So he waited till he saw him do some shit, which means fighting Gangjae.
But he kind of screwed up at the end because he wanted to have it for himself, like being the one to arrest him. Yeah. And he fucked up. He lost him at the end.
So Choi is hurt, but he escaped.
Also, Also, I'm kind of glad that we deal with Gangjae, but not that Jiwoo killed him in cold blood.
In front of her friend and her
in
partner.
front of Pildo, yeah.
Yeah. At Pildo. He was right there telling her, like, lower the gun, because, I mean, Gangjae threw his knife away and he was like, I give up, like, I'm surrendering myself, I'm gonna tell you everything, especially about a certain Jiwoo, Yeah. And that's when she killed the...
So she doesn't have anything to stake her claim that she was defending herself or something because he was unarmed.
Also, Pildo heard her name when the captain she met when she was a kid, showed up and recognized her. So he heard the name and he was suspicious. So I wonder if he's gonna just,
make the connections.
Make the connections. And that guy was killed by Choi too. So he was like, I can't believe you're doing this. Like, I've arrested some devils in my life, but you're the worst. And I'm like, what did you know? Like, my theory again is probably very possible. But let's just say that guy knew stuff and he was killed. And yeah, the mystery keeps on going, and we still have to deal with Pildo now and keep searching.
It's getting mystier and mystier every single day.
Of course, but we're reaching the finale very soon, so it's gonna get more and more intense, which is saying a lot because the show is intense as a whole. Yes. So let's jump into this episode 6, and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
All right.
At the very least, it's good that it's him that was there when it happened, because he said he was gonna help. He promised he was gonna lend her a hand.
He's not doing so good.
Definitely not, but he's alive, which could have been different. He was stabbed a lot, like...
Yeah, so it's gonna be alive for how long?
He was saved by his assistant, who he told to stay away because he didn't trust him. Aren't we gonna do anything about the fact he's bleeding to death?
혼자 괜찮으시겠습니까?
What? You just... What? Why?
I mean, I know that you're tough, buddy, but sometimes you too need help.
It's kind of like his personal doctor or something? Like he's gonna take care of him? I would be like, hurry the fuck up, he's dying. I don't think it's the first time she's killed someone, but I think killing someone she knew from that close...
I don't think she killed anybody before. Hurt them maybe, but not killing.
Oh, okay, so... Oh... I mean, this is good cinematography, though. So yeah, she would be traumatized if it's her first kill. And we can't even say it's for self-defense, like he wasn't armed or anything. I really like how they did this.
Back again in the cage where she was vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's gonna haunt your mind. Sweetie, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that I believe. They did say in the beginning of the show, like, you don't have what it takes to kill someone. Now we're finally seeing her go through this shit. I love that they did not just brush it off as, I killed someone, let's move on.
Yeah.
We need to
Oh,
talk.
he brought some comfort food.
Yeah.
조사받으러 가야 합니까?
술 마실래?
Well, I thought maybe comfort food, but drinks, so it's fine.
That's fine too.
뭐 좀 먹었어? 뭐 먹고 사냐?
It's true that our apartment is pretty bare.
Yeah.
데리고 참 너답다.
It is though.
안 답답하냐?
He's really a nice friend and partner.
Jeez, it's been a long time since she had that, so we talked about this a bit last episode, but it's always nice to see her
대답을 안 해.
rediscover her humanity a little bit.
Yeah.
뭐 좋아하냐? 도광재랑 너 원래부터 알던 사이지? 회차장에서 들었어. 의식을 느끼잖아.
I knew he heard something over there. Fuck.
옛날에 저 강간하려고 했었어요. 나야 뭐
No need to lie there. It's,
Oh, it's the
이
truth?
상처는
도광재였구나. 네가 찾고 싶다던 놈이.
Well, no. That's more complicated. That's another file. But like she managed to open up about a few things, and that was huge. We're just not there yet when it comes to the full story because that's
well,
no.
she technically can use that as a escape story to hide the fact that she's looking for the one who killed her father.
The best lies are the the ones that have some truths in it. So this is that's great.
Yeah.
I really love that he showed up. I kind of dread the moment he's gonna realize the truth.
I can't believe she doesn't have a couch at least.
Relaxing? What's that? Oh, you bitch, pretending to be asleep so he leaves. It's like cutting off all distractions.
Still don't know if we should root for you or not, but I'm kind of glad that you're okay right now.
Well, I'm glad he's okay because if he ends up being the bad guy, it's Jiwoo's job to take care of it.
Yeah.
It's her right to decide also, I'm like, even villain or not, he's a good character. Who sent that?
Her father?
I think, is it? He's right there.
Yeah.
It's the police.
I was terrified! I knew it! Yeah. So your father was the cop undercover.
Undercover cop.
Yeah, undercover cop.
Well, isn't that ironic? She's an undercover criminal in the police.
아무것도 몰라.
I'm surprised he knew about it though. Well, things got interesting. If anything happens to me.
Oh. So yeah, I think it is confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed that
it's
her
Cho
yeah.
that killed him.
Or like, if he's not, that's suspicious as fuck.
도강재가 저한테 사진을 보냈어요.
Why did he know though?
17년 전 죽었다던 송준수가 아빠가 경찰이었습니까?
No surprise.
그래.
Did you kill him?
동훈이는 경찰이었다. 자기하고 보냈지. 우리 조직을 무너뜨리려고.
And we're coming in with the truth, come on.
하지만 동훈이는 돌아섰어.
I don't believe that.
우리 쪽으로.
You're sure about that?
내가 전에 말했지. 동훈이가 내 목숨을 구했다고.
He could have saved. There's a difference between making a connection with the enemy and flipping side.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just really in denial, like there's no way that my best friend betrayed me.
Unless it's not him.
I don't know if he's lying to himself. Like if he's thinking.
How did Ganjin knew about that? Maybe the assistant knew about that?
I don't know about. Well, if it was wildly known, like if the organization killed him, Gangjae was in the organization when it happened.
Yeah.
He could have heard about it.
True.
I wonder if Choi is either he's lying to her right now, or he's lying to himself by saying, there's no way my friend would have betrayed me.
Yeah.
But then that makes me wonder, like, what happened on that night? If he killed him,
It all depends on whom the assistant called on that
저
night.
아빠 이름도 모르고 자랐네요. 두 개의 이름,
he lived a double life, like,
두 개의
so
신분.
long.
그래서 늘 벼랑 끝에 있는 얼굴이었나 봐요.
How do you feel right now? Like, she's the best to connect.
Yeah.
지금의 너 때문에 그렇지. 벼랑의 성격이냐?
Do you want to talk about that?
동원이는 지금 네 아버지는 윤동훈이야. 조직원으로 살다 조직원으로 죽었다. 지우야, 흔들리지 마.
Facts are telling her one thing, he's telling her another.
동전파랑 관련 있습니까?
동전파가 죽였다. 자기는 동원이의 배신을 참지 못하고 동원을 죽인 거야.
Who's telling the truth?
It's true that it sounds like Giho would have turned, like, if he had found out that her father truly switched sides, he would have gotten mad.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like this.
But I'm not putting that above Choi to do something, though.
Like, just getting way too pissed. It was emotional for him, you know? He knew him.
Like maybe completely disconnect and he don't remember that he did it.
No, I don't think that's that.
That could happen.
I mean, we'll talk about this later, but it almost sounds like it's a metaphorical blame thing.
지원의 일을 끝내지 못할 것 같다. 네가 자기가 정리해라.
Yeah, I mean, she was in there to kill Giho, but there are too many fucking doubts. Is it gonna happen as he's here? Like, are they doing this now?
Be careful, girl.
I mean,
Be careful.
Well, not girl. Be careful, and boy. It's Pildo's with them.
True.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
scared. I'm really scared.
They could both die.
And one of them is just so drunk.
So like, what? She decided to kill him anyway. Like,
And what, is she gonna maybe save him? I don't know.
I don't know.
It does look like the guy that killed the father.
Well, yeah. I keep telling you, it's the organization that did it. Or he acted on his own. Out of, you know, like that guy, he was suspicious of Jiwoo. He could have been suspicious of the father, and he decided to do it. So then she gets in, and what?
She's gonna be suspected. There are cameras everywhere.
She could be suspected. If she gets in and maybe has a chance to talk to him while he's dying, he can give her something. I think he's dying, like he's not gonna make it. But he could tell her something. In true drama fashion.
She has a knife too.
She has a knife, and her prints are gonna be on the doorknob.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Of all the things that could happen.
What are you gonna do,
질문을
girl?
하러 왔어.
Okay.
당신 대답에 따라 내가 마무리 지을 수도 있어.
It's too late, you'll be blamed. Pildo's gonna find her like this.
5년 전 오늘 우리 아빠한테 무슨 짓을 했는지 말해.
No answer. He's dead. She's wounded. She has a knife. Pildo is just right beside.
Oh, okay, no, he's not dead yet.
지우, 네가 어떻게 최무진의 사람이 됐어?
It's a long story.
최무진이 엄마한테 새끼.
Nice, feeling very. Was supposed to protect her, I guess.
cool. It's like he loved her like a daughter. Like, it's like he was so...
It was heartbreaking that she
Hurt.
ended up under Choi.
Yeah, so like, I don't believe he did it. I've never believed it actually from episode 1, but...
That's how you found out? Oh, shit.
I mean, like I said, he was emotionally involved. It's a true betrayal he would have taken to heart.
뭐냐 이게? 생일 선물. 죽이지.
Yeah.
Oh. Did he ask him to do it?
Maybe. Like initiation type, I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing my theory just unravel itself and I'm so happy, but at the same time, it's gonna hurt so much. He never betrayed the cops. All the way till his death.
지우는 죽는 그 순간까지 경찰이었다.
Aww.
살아있어줘서
And he was looking for her. She disappeared. He showed up at her door because he had this for her.
Oh.
너무 일찍 철든 우리 딸. 너하고 하고 싶은 일이 참 많았는데 그 모든 날을 함께 하고 싶었는데 어쩌면 그런 날들은 오지 못할지도 모르겠다. 못난 아빠지만 지우 덕분에 행복했어. 아빠가 없어도 행복하게 잘 살아야 돼. 옆에 있어주지 못해서 미안해. 사랑한다.
What is she gonna do? Because she grew close to him.
Yeah, it's like killing her second father. It's
Yes.
fucked up.
Honey, be careful. You're kind of driving right now.
Nice choice of song. And the actress is giving it her all.
I love that we are taking the time to see her going through her struggles.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something that goes away fast. Is he still... I mean, can you save him? That's gonna help us a bunch if he survives.
Yeah, please. We need an ally.
Burn that shit! The guy she wants to kill gave her the motivation.
Oh,
That's gonna hurt.
ouch.
Although I totally get it.
Can't you just tattoo over it?
I mean, there's a laser thing you can do.
Yeah, but is he gonna be there?
Oh, she's broken.
Oh, Pildo, we need you right now, please.
He has other shit to take care
Don't
of.
go over the edge, please.
She is pissed.
She's falling.
pissed.
She's falling so hard.
I get it. Like, a guy shows up, kills her father. That's one thing.
Yeah.
A guy sends someone to kill her father and then proceeds to have her work for him, teaches her, gets close to her, gives her all the tools necessary to build that anger, that revenge, and that drive. And then she realizes that she's been with that man for years and she's grew to care for him and stuff, and he's the one responsible.
You know what? It's kind of like the betrayal that Choi received from her father, because he was...
You thought I was your friend. I don't think, but that's the thing. Okay, it sounds like this.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been close to you for so long, and like, what does it feel like to be betrayed? he could maybe have done that to the father. I think Choi genuinely cared for his friend.
Yeah, I know.
And when he found out that he was being betrayed, like he had been betrayed, his anger took over and he did what was best for the company because...
But now he's living in regrets.
Well, he still had to kill his best friend.
Yeah.
And he cares for his daughter because she's still, you know, the girl that managed to give her, you know, the father an out, and she made him smile, and I think he cares, and deep down he's at war with himself because he did what was necessary for the company, but at the same time, it was his best friend, you know? It's the anger of having been betrayed by him, and also the love he had for the guy, and the fact that they were like this, and he saved his life. And that's why I was thinking, you know, whenever he says, the police, Cha Gi-ho killed your father, and then Gi-ho is like, Choi mu-jin killed your father, or the organization killed your father. No matter who pulled the trigger, at the end of the day, they both did. Because one sent him in the midst of this organization where he had to be such a good, you know, double agent. He made connections and he created a life for himself and stuff, and that put him in such, you know, well, in danger basically.
Such high risk,
and
yeah.
it was for a while too, you know, it was a few years and
10 years at least.
Sort of, and I mean, being a double agent is never a good thing, but they sent him there. So maybe when Choi says, you know, they killed him, deep down he means it in a way, you know. They are the ones that put him in that situation. Like, they got him to betray me.
Because of them, I didn't have a choice to kill him.
Yeah, that's it. Like, he's like, he was my best friend, and they are the ones that had him betray me. You know, that's maybe the way he sees it.
Knowing that he killed his best friend, his brother, I don't know if it's young, but we saw how defeated he was when he talked about her father, how he said that he didn't have anything to do about it. I really do believe that he's trying to make her be able to get a revenge because he's living in literal regret right now.
I think
his guilt is killing him slowly.
He knows he's the one she will end up killing in the end if she figures it all out. Mm-hmm. That's kind of why he's saying, you know, do you have to get to the bottom of this? Because he knows that if she figures it out, she'll have to kill him, or he'll have to kill her to get rid of her. You know, I don't think he wants that to happen because he does care about her. Yeah. And now she's gonna be dealing with all the mixed emotions of having to kill him. Well, I mean, she made her choice definitely, but it's still gonna hurt. You know, and there's also the question, like, if Gi-ho survives, I think we're gonna be fine when it comes to the police because he knows who we are, but he also knows that we were lied to, manipulated, and like there were so many secrets that she didn't know. She didn't even know that her dad's real name. That's saying a lot. Yeah. So in the end, like, maybe if he survives, he's gonna stay on our side. If he dies, I'm very afraid of whatever happens next.
We don't have any witnesses to her own story for watching.
But then again, no one really saw her. But in my opinion, she touched
she touched the door handle. She was wounded on site, so her blood are there. Her fingerprints are there too.
Her blood would probably be there. Yeah, fingerprints and blood. I mean, we'll see. I think it's gonna be dangerous for her if he dies and they figure out what happened. And even if he doesn't die, if he can't help her, if he can't say anything, that's gonna be bad. Which is fucked up because she's managed to go so long without anything happening, and now it's not even her fault, and then this happens. Yeah. That surprised me, the whole, you know, Gang-jae knowing the truth and having the photos and stuff, but then he was around when they discovered it, so he probably heard about it. Whether or not, like, well, okay, they probably didn't send him, he was a recruit, so it could have been the assistant that went and killed him.
No, after seeing the flashbacks, it's true that the assistant was left on the road in his suit, and we saw a flashback of Choi looking at Gang-jae, being so hyped of being a new recruit. So I think that he asked him to do it.
That or Choi did it himself. He knew where he was going because he found him. He knew where he lived.
I wouldn't expect Choi to be wearing that type of
who knows
of clothes.
If he has to.
The way that he was walking kind of reminded me of.
But he gave the order anyway. If he's not the one that pulled the trigger, he gave the order.
With the fact that Gang-jae knew about it, or
but then like
what happened.
It could have been Gang-jae, but then
I think
he was still just the recruit. So I'm like, Would you really say like
he was a really good recruit. He was one of the best recruit, and he was really happy doing anything to be.
yeah?
To
And I
be
mean that
number
would
one.
push the point that he knew that they killed her father.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had her real name and stuff. Like they knew who she was. Yeah. Okay. But in any case, that was a turn in the situation, which I thought was really interesting. And again, that's the thing. Like my theory from episode 1 was that it was Choi. So to see this happen, you know, I'm not surprised. But God, does it feel good and bad to be true, to be right?
But they explained it and showed us really, really well.
And she's going through
we
so
kind of
much.
went really bad on the assistant because he technically never did anything wrong.
Everyone
Right?
blames him all the
Everyone
time.
blames him all
But
the
actually,
time.
no. But it could have been a true, you know, thing though, because, like, if they learned that her father has been betraying the organization, and Choi, being his friend, you know, wants to give him a chance to explain himself, or who knows, and the assistant wants to do things himself, he could have, you know, followed the father and get rid of him.
I'm guessing that he called Choi on that night, and Choi sent Ganji to do the deed to kill him at the end.
Well, maybe, but like that didn't happen that night though. Like when he figured it out, like that's when I'm like, maybe it wasn't Ganji necessarily that pulled the trigger, because the night they went and killed the father, unless the timing was that good, like he ended up finding the thing the night where he went back. I don't know, but in any case, like at least now we know who's responsible. Again, no matter who pulled the trigger, that's for him to tell us.
I'm glad that you were right about your theory. I'm glad that I was right about my theory, that the dad was the undercover cop.
Yeah. And I mean, we will get the end. Like, if there are still things that matter in the story, we will get the other side when we face Joy, which will happen soon.
I feel so bad for Jiwoo right now because
Same.
her mind is literally broken and she's not thinking right. Do you think she's gonna
Well,
try
it's
to take down the organization by herself?
It's between her and Choi.
Yeah, but she's gonna be.
Yeah, but without Choi, the
She won't
organization
be
crumbles.
one-on-one versus Choi. She's gonna be one versus the organization.
Why not? He's wounded. He's in the mountains.
Yeah, true. She knows where.
And she's not stupid. Like, why would she go alone against the organization? Kill the boss and basically take away the head, and the body will crumble.
Not necessarily.
Well, in this case, yeah, pretty much. They won't know who to follow. The assistant, okay, we can take care of the assistant too, maybe. And also, like, there's a question, does she have it in her to do this again? Like, it messed her up so much. And I know we're talking about her dad's, you know, killer, but there's a bond there, and I think the true question is, could she, like, we raised the question, like, if you were facing your sister's killer or something, like, would you, and you know, you had no cameras, no witnesses and stuff, would you pull the trigger?
Yeah.
And what sets you aside from, you know, being a criminal and an officer of the law is that question. You should not pull the trigger. You know, you need to keep your emotions aside and have justice take care of it. But then again, we are talking about the guy who manipulated her, sort of.
Yeah.
He never truly lied to her, per se. Like, this is a cop's gun. This is the gun that killed your dad. That's all fucking true.
Well, you just said that the best lie are lies that are with some truths in them.
The only lies he truly gave were, I think, towards the end when he's like, your father switched sides and stuff like that. I don't think that was true, but maybe that's what he wanted to believe. You know?
And full-on denial.
Full on denial. Yeah, something like that. We need his version of the story, but
Probably next episode.
well, I mean, we have 2 episodes. I'm surprised
Two
the
episodes
revelation happened here, because I would have expected maybe next episode at the end.
No, I think that we need to have a big showdown. So 7 and 8.
Yeah, but
would
episode
be...
8 would be the showdown.
Oh, you can take your time.
I mean, I think episode 7 we need to deal with is the chief dead, and what is Pildo gonna do about this, and how is she dealing with it, and what's her plan gonna be. Showdown is gonna be episode 8, unless we have like an epilogue of some sort, but...
Oh, there's so much to talk about that episode. First of all, the relationship between Pildo and Jiwoo.
Yes, that too.
I really love their friendship, and
I ship it.
I don't know for you, but I love the fact that well, the way that I saw it is when he went to our apartment, it was really really plain. Sorry, he by opening up the
The blinds.
the blinds, he brought light, beauty, and a breath of fresh air in her life.
Well, he's saying the place is stuffy. Not stuffy as in like there's too much stuff, but stuffy
No,
as
the atmosphere is
the
stuffy.
atmosphere is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love the fact that when he left, she closed everything, so she went back to her dark, stuffy room. So
Well, yeah,
she needs to have a friend in her life, and he's right. I think that he's the right one to be at her side.
A couple of times we've seen her try to branch out of this revenge state that she's put herself in, you know? Because she needed to be focused. Like, that's kind of what Choi taught her. You know, you need drive, you need, you know, motivation, and you need to know where you're going and push through and stuff. So that's kind of the mentality that she's been following for years now. It's all about revenge, like no distractions. We know, you know, no time to sit down and enjoy yourself. Like you just got to focus on killing the guy who killed my father, stuff like that. And so yeah, you would show up in her apartment and see that there's no decoration, there's no way for her to relax.
There's not even food in the fridge.
Barely, you know, because she's always.
I just saw water bottles.
But she's always dealing with that stress and these emotions and that goal of hers, and it's not a life. But that's for her to end up to live. Either she needs to, you know, realize that herself that it's not a life, or she needs to see this through and then move on, which is going to happen eventually because 2 episodes.
Another thing that I want to talk about is the way that they handle our trauma. First of all, with her PTSD after killing her first man.
Really cool visually.
The blood in the shower scene, like she cannot wash it no matter what she's doing, and the fact that she was
stuck in a cage with him around.
In her mind. And usually when and show when people are traumatized by their first kill, this is not as physically violent. Like her own body was fighting itself.
Well, she was fighting she was training, kind of like before.
Her body was physically reacting to those.
Well, yeah, of course, she killed someone. And it's the fact that he's going to be haunting her forever, you know, surrounding her in that moment where she's in a fight or flight situation, where she's on edge all the time. That this situation that her brain is taking her to is a situation where she was vulnerable. She was only training, you know, she couldn't take care of herself, she couldn't defend herself, and he was surrounding her in the cage. Like, she's the prey, and he's the predator. That's always been like this. Yeah. But this puts her right back to a place where she wasn't mentally strong enough to take this on. And she still isn't, because she's not a killer, but now she is, but she's got to deal with this. I really loved what it looked like, you know, the way they took this on, especially the shower scene. And in the end, too, the actress really pulled through.
She was so good. I don't know her name. I'm so sorry. But she was really, really good. And I love when they take the time to really went through point A to Z.
Well, sometimes they do it bad, but in this case, the acting deserved it.
Yeah, but you could see that she really went through so many emotions, choke up and anxiety in that scene. So it's really nice that you took the time to show us everything one by one.
Well, like I said, when the acting pulls through, it's nice that they show it to us. There's something to show.
Yeah.
Other times they do it and there's nothing to see, and in that case we're like, it's taking too long. But in this case, it was fine. Okay, so we only have 2 episodes to go
I can't wait to see the finale of this show, because
how she's gonna deal.
It's not a very long show.
Every episode has been really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about how they're gonna end this as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see...
Sorry, I know like 2 words in Korean, so I'm gonna use them, okay?
Anyway, if you want to see the next episode right away, it is going to be on Patreon. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys. So we're going to see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.